iti gana. God has to have 6 opulences. Jnana, Vairagya, Saundarya, Yasha, Dhana and Bala. The 6 opulences God has to have, that then only he can become God. Somebody may be beautiful but they may have very weak, and that is not God. Somebody may be beautiful and strong but he may not have enough wealth, and that is not God. God has to have all the 6 opulences. So Parashar Muni gave this knowledge of Bhagavata to Maitreya, and Maitreya is giving this knowledge to Vidura. So Vidura asked to Maitreya, my dear Maitreya, tell me how the universe was destroyed at the end of Brahma. One day, how is the universe destroyed? So Maitreya described that at the end of Brahma's day means 1000 Chaturyugas, means 432 crore years. After the end of one day of Brahma, the Brahma's night comes. During that, the Lord Sankarshan from the Patal Loka, he breathes fire like that. He breathes fire outside his mouth, and the fire from Lord Sankarshan, it engulfs the whole universe. Not the whole universe exactly, it reaches up to Maharloka. Down 7 planetary systems and Bhurloka and then Maharloka. Janaloka, Tapoloka and Satyaloka. 3 lokas they are not engulfed by the fire, because Janaloka, Siddhaloka, Satyaloka, they are all sages, great devotees staying there. So, but up to Swargaloka is also covered by fire. So all the Rishi Munis, they go higher from Swargaloka to Maharloka to stay. And everything becomes burning. And that fire is emanating for 100 years of the Devatas, means 36,500 years. The fire is engulfing the universe. Then after 36,500 years, then another 36,500 years, there is big rainfall, heavy rains coming on this universe, cyclones, and the whole universe is covered with water up to Maharloka. Torrents of wind, and everything gets drowned, and all the living entities, all the Atmas, they enter into the body of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. And everybody, all the Janaloka residents, they with folded hands, they pray that to the Lord. Everyone is covered in a subtle form, in the subtle bodies, and they enter into Vishnu. And for 1000 cycles, everybody is sleeping in the body of Vishnu. Another 432 crore years, everybody sleeps in the body of Vishnu. In the Brahma's night time. And then again Brahma's daytime again comes. Now the problem is the universe is already destroyed, part of that. So Brahma has to reconstruct the whole of the universe again. So again in Brahma's, in the daytime, morning time, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, he breathes outside, he sends all the souls outside. And actually the souls at that time, they look bluish in color because of all their karmic reactions, bluish black. They are covered with this color because wherever their karma from their past lives is again continuing now. So they come out from the body of Vishnu, and at that time Lord Vishnu, he is sleeping in the Garbhodaka ocean, and at that time Vishnu focuses all his concentration on his creation. At that time what happens is all the subtle cosmic energy gets concentrated on his navel, in his navel, and from his navel the subtle energy comes out in the form of a lotus flower. In the form of a lotus flower from his navel. This is known as the subtle form of creation, and in fact the lotus which comes out, it is known as the Virat Swarupa, Virat Rupa of this universe, because all the 14 planetary systems are there in that lotus. It has come out from the navel of Lord Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. And within that stem, the whole universe is there. And below the lotus is the whole water of the universal devastation, which for 36,500 years it has covered the whole universe. That water is lying below, and the whole lotus comes out. And on the top of the lotus, who is there? Who is sitting? Brahma. He sits on the top of the lotus. Actually, you know why Brahma has 4 heads, Chaturmukh? Anybody knows why Brahma has 4 heads?
To see in all directions.
Vedas.
Yeah, that is later. But what happened is when he came out of the navel of Vishnu and is sitting on the top of the lotus, Brahma is very afraid. He doesn't know where he is. Everything is darkness. So he is quickly looking every side, very fast. So by looking very fast in all the directions, he got 4 heads. He was looking very quickly in all the directions. So he developed 4 heads. And even after he got 4 heads, still he was not able to know his source. Who is my source? Where am I sitting? Where am I coming from? He entered into the lotus. And then he entered into the stem of that lotus. He took a very small form and he entered into that stem. And he's trying to go to the root of that stem. He's trying to approach that. He's actually going close to the navel of the Lord. But still he cannot see the divine form of the Lord. Because the Lord does not want to be seen. Only when the Lord desires, He will give us darshan. We cannot force the Lord. Even if it's Brahma, only he can see the Lord only when the Lord wants. Not when he wants. So, gradually went down to the lotus and ultimately came to the root of the navel, which is known as the universal time. That is the end of all time. The navel of the lotus. He came there, still he could not find his origin. In the darkness he got frightened and again he came back and he sat on the top of the lotus. But he couldn't find the Lord. Then he began to meditate on the Lord, and like we saw yesterday, he heard the 2 words, Tapa, Tapa, Tapa. My dear Brahma, do tapasya, do tapasya. Then you will see me. So in that way, Brahma performed tapasya on the Lord, divine form of the Lord, and after many thousands of years, Brahma ultimately could see that he could see the beautiful form of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu lying at the bottom. He performed tapasya on the top of the lotus, and after that he could see down, that he could see that Lord Vishnu was sleeping, and his body was so huge, he was covering the whole universe, his body. And he was coming out of the navel, and his body's beauty defeated the beauty of the coral mountain. The mukuta of the Lord was golden in color, and the gold of Mount Sumeru was very insignificant in comparison to the shining lustre of the Lord's mukuta. It was so beautiful. The Lord was looking very, very beautiful, and he was bedecked with jewels and panorama of flowers, like garlands of flowers were surrounding his divine body. And in that way, the Lord was very happy with Brahma. So the Lord raised his feet to give darshan to Lord Brahma of his lotus feet, because he was so huge that for Brahma to see his lotus feet, it was not possible. So the Lord raised his feet to show to Brahma. And when Brahma saw the Lord's feet, he was astonished. The 10 toes of the Lord, the nails, they were just like pearls, and the shining of those toenails, it appeared like petals of the lotus flower. And Brahma was totally fainted, seeing this beautiful beauty of Lord Vishnu. And the Lord mildly smiled at Brahma and requested him to start creating this universe. So that was the first part of the creation of the Lord. The Lord's navel, lake. There was a lake in the navel of the Lord, and the lotus flower where Brahma was sitting, the devastating water of where the lotus was lying, and the wind and the sky, all these things were the first ingredients of the creation. And Brahma prayed to the Lord. Brahma started praying, my dear Lord, you are giving me a service which is very dangerous, because so many entities will be created from my body, and they will, some will be bad, some will be good, and they will come to kill me, or what will happen to me? I may not survive. This creation is such a difficult and complicated process. My dear Lord, please give me the strength so that I can create this universe. I will not forget you while creating this universe. I always want to remember you. I don't want to be egoistic, thinking I am the creator. Please, my dear Lord, I want to do your seva, but I don't want to fall down while doing your seva. So, my dear Lord, Lord promised him, said, don't worry, Brahma. Don't worry, I will see to it that you will not forget me while creation. Whenever you feel an influence of the gunas, you simply meditate on me. Because for creation you will require to go into Rajoguna, mode of passion. For creating passion is required, for destroying Tamoguna is required, and for maintaining Sattva Guna is required. So for creating, some passion is required, otherwise nobody can create. So Brahma knew that if I am going to have this mode of passion, then I may become bewildered also. So he was very, very careful. He was praying to the Lord. Still we will see that Brahma had so many problems. While creating, he had to face so many obstacles. But he still did it because of the service of the Lord. So in the beginning, Brahma created 5 Brahma, he created 4 kinds of beings. The first was the immovable being with 6 varieties, the lower animals in 8 divisions. The third was the human beings whom the mode of passion is prominent. That is why we stay on the earthly planetary system, because we are all in Rajoguna. The Rakshasas are in Tamoguna, they stay in the lower planetary systems. And the Devatas in Sattva Guna, they stay in the upper planetary systems. So, and then he created the 8 varieties of human beings, like the Pitras, the Asuras, the Gandharvas, the Apsaras, the Yakshas, the Rakshasas, the Siddhas, the Charanas, the Vidyadharas, the Bhutas, the Pretas, and the Kinnaras, who are advanced beings. In that way, and then he created the 6 agencies of external energy, the Mahatattva, which is the sum total of all the material energy, which the scientists, they call it as the Big Bang. They say that there's a Big Bang and all the matter, there was one point of matter where everything has come. So that is actually the Bhagvatam known as Mahatattva. And the false ego, Ahankar, was created by Brahma. Then the sense perceptions were created by Brahma. Then knowledge and the working capacity was created by Brahma. Then the controlling deities were created, and ultimately the ignorance and the darkness was also created by Brahma. In that way he has created these things. And out of that he created 5 kinds of Andhakar, which are on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See on the top. He created Moham. Moham means the illusory bodily conception of life, where we forget our real identity, being a part and parcel of God. Then he created Andha Tamishram. Andha Tamishram means the sense of death. We die, we fear death. Then he created Maha Moham, the sense of ownership, false ownership. We think everything belongs to us. But ultimately when we die, we leave everything behind. Then he created Tamaha, means self-deception. And then 5th, he created Tamishram, or the anger which arises after frustration. So 5 things he created. But after creating these 5 things, Brahma felt so bad, because these were so sinful things, that Brahma immediately sat down and meditating on the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda. So he was meditating, and then he he went into meditation, and from his spiritual meditation came out his first children, the Sanat Kumaras. The 4 Sanat Kumara, they are sitting on the top of his head. You see, they are the first children of Brahma. They are the Sananda, Sanatana and Sanat. There's 4 children, they came out of Brahma, and Brahma immediately ordered them, my dear 4 children, you are my first children, so I order you, please get married and increase the progeny of this universe, because the Lord has given me this seva to fill up this universe again. But the Sanat Kumaras, they were brahmacharis, and by they are sublimated, they are semen to the top of their head, and because of that they were very, very not interested in marriage. So the father said, oh please get married, this is my order to you, this is the Lord's order. So the Sanat Kumara said, sorry father, in the Vedas it is written that we cannot disobey our parents, but only one thing we can disobey, not to marry. So Brahma became very angry. And normally Brahma doesn't become angry, but seeing he knew Sanat Kumaras were great devotees, so he became angry, and due to his anger, from his third eye, Brahma's third eye, he became angry on the Sanat Kumara, and from his anger manifested one child who was mixed red and blue in complexion. See, that is coming out from the Brahma's eyes. And this child was continuously crying, because he has come out with Brahma's anger, from his anger. So he was red and he was crying. So Brahma said, you are continuously crying, so I will give you the name Rudra. Rudra means crying. So I will give you the name Rudra. So this is how Rudra came out from Brahma. And Brahma told Rudra that, see my dear Rudra, Rudra said to Brahma, you please give me some place to stay. Now I am also your child. So Brahma said, okay, your residence will be hard, the senses, the air of life, the sky, fire, water, earth, sun, moon, austerity, you will stay in all these places. And you will not be one, you will be 11 of you. You have 10 more brothers. There are 11 Rudras, out of Shiva is one of the Rudras. This 5 Panchamukha Shiva is one of the Rudras. There are totally 11 Rudras are Manyu, Manu, Mahinash, Mahana, Shiva, Ritadvaja, Ugra, Reta, Bhava, Kala, Vamana, Deva and Dritavarta. These are the Ekadash Rudras. And their wives are Diti, Driti, Rasala, Uma, Nyuta, Sarpi, Ila, Ambika, Iravati, Svada and Diksha. 11 Rudras have 11 wives. And our Shiva is known as Lohita Shiva, Shiva. His wife is Uma or Parvati. So in that way, Shiva came out and Brahma said, okay Shiva, you produce progeny now. So Shiva immediately, by his anger, he manifested more furious natured creatures who were very angry, and they all got married and they increased progeny, and the progeny became so powerful, they became so angry, they started destroying the whole universe. So, and they started attacking Brahma only. They started attacking Brahma, and Brahma became afraid, and Brahma called Rudra, come here, come here. And then when Rudra came, Brahma told Rudra, see my dear Rudra, please, this is not that you cannot create, first you should meditate on Lord Krishna. First you meditate on Lord Krishna, you achieve, then you create. First you go into meditation now, go to Kailash, Himalayas. And at the time when the pralaya will come, destruction, then I will call you for that purpose. And you stop all of them. So Rudra accepted the order of his father Brahma, and then he went for meditation on the Supreme Lord. That is why Lord Shiva is even now meditating on Krishna. Ram Rameti Ram, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranam Abhistulyam, Ram Nam Varaname. O Parvati, I am continuously chanting the name of the Lord. Because that was the order of Brahma. So then now Brahma said, I should create some good beings who will help me in creation, proper creation. So then he created his 10 sons who were Marichi, Atri, Angira, Pulatsya, Pulaha, Kratu, Brigu, Vashishta, Daksha and Narada. Dasa Putras, the Manas Putras, they came out from Brahma's mind. See, all the 10 sages are there. Brahma's intelligence. In fact, Brahma's intelligence became very pure after meditation on the Lord. So from Brahma's intelligence came out Narada. We saw in the first day of the Bhagavatam how Narada entered the body of Vishnu and he came out now with the Kalpa, with the Veena. So now Narada came out in his spiritual form directly. So Narada was the only son of Brahma who had a spiritual body. Everybody had normal bodies like us. So then religion came out of Narada's, Dharma came out of Narada's chest, Brahma's chest, and from his back came out Adharma. And from Narada's heart came out Kama and Ichha. Lust and desire came out from Brahma's heart. And then anger came out from within his eyebrows, and greed came out, Lobha came out from Brahma's lips, and the power of speaking, Vak, came out as a daughter from Brahma's mouth. Now a very astonishing thing happened actually, and this never happened to any Brahma at any time of creation, but a very sad thing actually happened. But that there is also a pastime of the Lord, that when the daughter of Brahma came out, her name was Vak. She was very beautiful. So somehow, because Brahma was involved with the mode of passion while creating, he felt a desire for his own daughter and he started running after his own daughter. And at that time when he was running after his own daughter, at that time the Marichis, the 6 Marichis, they laughed. Ha 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 ha, see Brahma. They're laughing at Brahma. But when a great soul sometimes exhibits some wrong, apparently wrong activities, one should not laugh, because a great soul is like the sun. He's not touched by this apparent. One should not criticize. But when they started laughing, so what happened is they fell down. They became Rakshasas. They became the son of Hiranyakashipu. And their third life, they became the 6 sons of Devaki. They came in Devaki's womb when they were killed by Kamsa. They were the Marichis because they laughed at Brahma. They had to, then they again went back. So, after that Brahma, then the other sages, they looked at Brahma. They told Brahma, you have never performed such a deed in any kalpa. Please control yourself. It doesn't befit you. People look forward to you to set you an ideal example. Brahma wanted to show to the world that how powerful the Maya of the Lord is. Only the Lord is the controller of Maya. We should never feel overconfident that I have conquered Maya. Even a person like Brahma, he can become bewildered. Only Nara Narayan Rishi, the great avatars of Vishnu, they are staying in the Himalayas. Only they are fully free from Maya. When Kamadeva came to test them, Nara Narayan Rishi, they produced so many apsaras from their own body. So Kamadeva's apsaras became very fat. Oh, we are so ugly, they are so beautiful. So Nara Narayan Rishi is very powerful. So we see here, then Brahma came to his senses and immediately Brahma said, I cannot keep this body has become impure to create. So immediately Brahma gave up that body and took up a new body. and that body covered the dense darkness. It became a fog, that body, and that body was taken over by the Rakshasas. So that's why the Rakshasas always want to stay in darkness. In that way, the paraphernalia, the next Brahma now with the new body, he started creating pure things now. He created from his 4 mouths, he created the 4 Vedas coming out from his 4 mouths. Then he created the paraphernalia for yajna, sacrificial performance. Then he created the 4 principles of religion. Then he created the 4 varna, brahmachari, grihastha, vanprastha, sannyas, and brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya and shudra. 4 varna and 4 ashramas he created. Brahma, the divine orders of human society. Then he created the Puranas, and then he created the 5th Veda, the Puranas. In that way, then he created the Sanskrit alphabet, and then he created Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa. He created the music, the Sangeet, military science, Dhanur Vidya, and Astra, Shastra Vidya, and like that all branches, Ayurveda, Dhanvant. He created all kinds of branches of knowledge, and then he created Tarka and logic and other kinds of knowledge. In that way, then still Brahma was not satisfied, because his 10 Manas Putras, all the sages, they were not procreating, they were not making children. So Brahma again sat down to think, I should procreate more. And then from his mind came out 2 beautiful, 1 man and 1 woman. His name was Swayambhu Manu and Shatarupa. Actually, in the Christian religion they say Adam and Eve. But actually in the Vedas it described that from Brahma came out Swayambhu Manu and Shatarupa. They were both husband and wife. They were attracted to each other, very beautiful. They were, and Brahma requested them, and immediately Swayambhu Manu took the order of Brahma on his head, and immediately Swayambhu Manu he produced 2 sons, Priyavrata and Uttanpada, and 3 daughters, Akuti, Devahuti and Prasuti, with Shatarupa. And the eldest daughter Akuti was handed over to the Ruchi, the middle daughter was handed over to Devahuti, was given to Kardama, and Prasuti was given to Taksha, so that the progeny can be made, the population can be created to fill the universe, so that the souls can again take their bodies and they can enjoy or suffer as per their karma. So in that way, Brahma was very happy with Swayambhu Manu, and he said that the Lord will be very happy to you if you create more progeny. In that way, but Manu, immediately when he tried to do progeny, he faced a very big obstacle. What was that obstacle? The biggest obstacle was in that Pralaya, when 5,500 years of water rainfall. Because of that, the earth, the Prithvi, it had drowned inside the Garbhodaka ocean. It was lying in Patal, right down, touching the bottom of the universe. The whole universe, Prithvi was right down inside the water. And the water was almost covering half the universe, billions of miles. It was down, the earth was in the depths of the ocean. So Manu came to Brahma and said, please recover the planet Earth, then only I can increase the progeny. So Brahma said, now this is, I have done so many things, but I cannot deliver the earth. This is a very difficult task, because the earth is so heavy, billions of tons weight, and it is lying so deep down. This is a work for Vishnu only. This is a work for Lord Krishna. Only when Krishna will come, he can deliver. So just like when Brahma was speaking like that, Brahma gave a breath outside. He gave a breathing, and when he breathing, from his nose came out a very small white boar, pig. How many times we breathe daily? Our breathing produces a pig? No. Because we are not Brahma.